Fire away.
Dave, would you like to tell us who's going to start on the mound Monday?
Yeah, right now the plan is Wood, unless something changes, but that's probably what we're doing.
Kind of in the same vein, Coach. Just curious about balancing playing for your lives in the next game, but also thinking long term as well.
Yeah, we just got to try to win the game in front of us. Really, just take care of the inning that we're in, and not look too far down the road, especially the players. The coaches. Yeah, we got to think about some things and maybe line a few things up, but for the most part, it's just about taking care of that inning and that game, and then move on. But we'll do whatever we need to do to try to survive.
What are your thoughts on the matchup tomorrow?
It's a good matchup. You got two teams that are, won a lot of ball games or want to stay here and, advance in this tournament. So it's all hands on deck for both teams.
I know it was last year, but y'all played them in a 3-game series. I'm curious what you remember about that and just their thoughts on their program as a whole.
Yeah, first off, the coaches do a great job. Head coach is a great guy. I actually texted him after they won it. As a matter of fact, I think he might have texted me after we won ours, and they had a game that night, I think, or something. But just what I remember that, we played them a pretty good series, and I remember that I'm telling them after the series, you guys got a good team. I remember I really liked their shortstop, and he signed at the end of the year. But older team, and not scared. Played some big venues. It's going to be a tough game.
Do you have a relationship with that coach, like a prior relationship? Or?
Not really. Just from from playing them for the most part, and see them out and about recruiting every now and then.
Their offense has obviously been so good this postseason. What stands out about them, at the plate?
Again, physical. They'll take their walks. If you look at their numbers, a lot of guys in their lineup have, their walks are right about the same as strikeouts, which is a huge thing when you're talking about putting together innings and scoring runs. That's probably what jumps out the most.
A lot of times, during the regular season, you lose a weekend game, you got to get right back to it. Any benefit in this type of scenario, getting a day off, a little chance to reset before going into an elimination game?
Yeah, you never know how that's going to play out. Sometimes playing the next day is a good thing if you go out and you win. Playing a game like that, a lot of emotion, a lot going on around you, so to speak, and might be good to have a day off. That's why I wanted to come out here today, just get out in the sun, play catch, stretch, swing the bat a little bit, and talk about Murray State and get our mind right and get ready for tomorrow.
Whether it's your approach or just general offense, what do you think needs to change going into tomorrow from Saturday?
Well, really, I think the issue yesterday was their pitching. It was amazing. I've said the arms in this league are amazing, and LSU has the most and the best. We got a lefty that's now 11-1. It's going to be a first-round pick, and he's only 20 years old. Their bullpen, the two guys they brought out against us yesterday were guys that turned down a lot of money in professional baseball. Throwing 100 miles an hour. Last guy, Evans, freshman, and he started game 3 against us. A freshman starting on the weekend for LSU. He'd also been their closer. Stuck him back in the closer role, and he was nasty. So the approach will be obviously what it's been all year. That's hit the ball through the middle and, swing at good pitches. Now, when you're talking about the ballpark and the wind blowing in and being big, it is even more important to be able to do that.
Now with every game that you're playing, elimination is now on the line. What does the message change to your team from game 1 to now this, 4 in a row potentially?
Well, we don't talk about 4 in a row. We talk about trying to win tomorrow and win that inning, like I just mentioned. So, these guys know. It's like when you're struggling on the weekend. Maybe you're down 0-2 on the weekend. You got to find a way to win on Sunday or game 3 to survive that weekend and move to the next. We've got to play really well, and we've got to come through with some big pitches and some big swings.
I apologize. How early can Zach come back? Any idea on when he might be available?
Yeah, he'd probably be available in the next day or two.
You got a lot of really experienced arms that haven't had to throw a ton in this NCAA tournament. Does that give you any type of extra confidence as you've got some guys that are ready to go in this situation?
Yeah, we've got lots of pitchers out there that throw the ball over the plate, both left and right-handed. Good stuff. Some with velocity, some with good secondary pitches, some with both. It's just a matter of the right situation. But we're confident when it comes to the depth of our pitching staff.
I was looking at Murray State splits, and they do hit a lot better against righties than lefties. Do you look at that, or is it a matter of hey, Wood's been our number 2 guy, we're going to stick with it?
Yeah, we've looked at it. It's 40, 50 points higher right-handers against righties and lefts, but I guess what you do is you'd hate to not throw Wood and you throw a left-hander, and next thing you know, you're down 6 runs or you lose, and you're thinking, boy, that was stupid. So, we just got to go with him, and if it goes good, we let him go. You look at it, it's going to be 92, 93 degrees. It's going to be tough for guys to hang in there too long anyway, so you're probably going to come down to the bullpen.
Good. Hey, Coach, thanks for